I'm going to talk about why being an extrovert is very overrated, and to me, it's a very fake thing, and how it's so much pressure on society to put on that show of being friends with everybody. Like, it's so fucking shallow. So I mean, there's to go over like a list of professions where being an introvert is much more useful, and being an extrovert is not going to actually help you make a living or make money or add anything. Like, we have actors, artists, scientists, technicians, mechanics, composers, philosophers, writers, filmmakers, leaders. And then there's the other aspect. People can treat like their interactions and their conversations as a competition to be winning in their conversation. Like, they treat their friendships as a competition, and I want no part in that, because that is not a friendship or a conversation. I do believe it is kind of glorified in our society to have this outgoing personality, where people have many friendships that are very shallow, and they tend to avoid pretty much anything with deep meaning on all their interactions. At job interviews, it seems to be the kind of thing you're supposed to say, and what employers want to hear. I'm a people person, I love people, and I'm an outgoing extrovert, I get along with everyone. Get along, gang, fucking bullshit. But one thing I heard Stefan Molyneux say before, and I agree with completely, he said something to the effect of, when someone tells me they have lots of friends, they're basically telling me they have low standards. I do feel like it's glorified in our society very much, the extrovert quality, and I find most people to be very shallow and lacking in self-knowledge. So for me, as someone for whom honesty and self-knowledge is deeply important, I actually have no problem coming out and saying that I in fact dislike the vast majority of people as a whole. I'm a misanthrope, and I'm not ashamed to say it. For those very same reasons. They're shallow, and they have low standards or no standards. They just want to fit in, and they look down on people who don't blend in. They dislike true individuals and those who think for themselves. This is how I feel that the majority of human beings are. Sheep. Here's a great article about introverts that shatters many stereotypes that are held overall. The major bullet points are: introverts are not shy, introverts are not snobs, introverts love to be social, introverts do become envious at the ease in which others can socialize, introverts are generally very introspective. I think it's beautifully true and very well sums up the positives about introverts while dispelling a lot of the negative myths. We are not shy. Sure, I was as a kid, but that's simply not the case anymore. It's an issue about how your personal energy works, what you like to do, how you enjoy interacting with other human beings or not interacting. Everyone has a different balance as a human organism to make them feel happy, fulfilled, or inspired. I'm feeling at peace and extremely fulfilled, like I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing in life right this moment. I don't need any friends with me at this moment, and I'm not longing for the touch of a woman at all. For me, sitting alone in a room and writing my thoughts down onto something that will eventually be sent out into the world to share with others is a very positive experience. I hate people, but I love individuals. The individual is smart, people are big, dumb animals, like Tommy Lee Jones said in Men in Black, 1997. I get along with virtually anyone on a one-on-one basis, but if you get people into a group, that's when their fuckery and pettiness starts in. Then it's a completely different story, and then I will find it very hard to like or to get along with any of them. I don't like group politics. When people get together in groups, they start doing all kinds of stupid, fucked up shit. They have to figure out who the leader is. Then everyone has the highest respect for that person or persons, and they let that determine their direction. They like to have one person around in their clique who can be the butt of all their jokes, and he's there just to get fucked with and shit on, but still kind of part of the clique, and he's supposed to be more grateful to be there, like he's lucky he even got to sit at their lunch table, so to speak. If there's a woman around, she pretty much automatically gets placed in a higher status within the group and will be listened to more than an average guy, because gynocentrism. Everyone in society worships the golden vagina. And I generally find the whole charade to be very fucking repugnant, and I want nothing to do with it. I refuse to let a group, or to let any people at all, determine my worth. I define myself, and I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of me. I do not need anyone to keep me in check, because I've learned to be highly disciplined in that way, where I do not need anyone else to do that for me. I can keep my own ego and everything else in check, including my health.